Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I'm gonna teach you how to make pickled vegetables. Today I'm making myself some very spicy garlic pickles, spicy garlic pickles with bell peppers, and there's another jar with green tomatoes, okra, green beans, and a little tiny squash. Now, if you don't have a big giant stock pot, canning set, and stuff like that, don't worry about it. Just grab the best pot you got, and preferably stainless steel or an aluminum pot that's got a good, clean, sanitary inside. You know, you want to make sure it's good and clean, and get the water just at least up to the lid. I know you've seen a lot of people, the jars are under the water. You don't have to worry about that, but at least get it up to the lid. What's going on, everybody? We're gonna make us some spicy garlic pickles. I know it don't sound good to everybody, but we're gonna need to get us some pickles and get us some hot peppers. Now, I've got some dragon cayennes right here. Let's see if we can get you a picture of them. They're all over the place. Over here, we got us some Carolina Reapers. Carolina Reapers, those are pretty dang hot. Heard they come out with a newer one. I'm gonna put some bell peppers in my jar with my pickles, and soak around it. I believe that'll do. Get that one and a few more, and then we'll head on into the house and see about making some spicy garlic pickles. It's a special jar for me. We make regular pickles, bread and butter pickles, all kind of stuff. Pickled bell peppers and onions, a whole lot of different things, and freeze a lot of stuff. But I'll be right back with you. Alright, so far we got us a couple of pickles and a couple of bell peppers. Let's see about clipping a couple of these hot peppers off. Wow. Get him clipped off so y'all can see it a little bit better. Finger out the way. Okay, now that we got us a nice couple cucumbers, nice two bell peppers, and got us it's not quite ripe yet, but Carolina Reaper and a couple of dragon cayennes. Now we're gonna need to get the garlic. Now, I've already picked a lot of garlic. I got a whole lot of it in the house. I just happened to see that there was still some out here, and I wanted y'all to see me get all this stuff fresh out of the garden. So, you know, it goes with the video, you know, homemade pickles, you know, from the garden. But here's some garlic that I didn't pick. Must have overlooked it. Got a thin, flimsy stalk, so it's gonna be a small garlic. It's gonna be one of them tiny ones you see in the little bags at the store, but it'll be plenty of garlic for more than enough for one jar of garlic pickles. You don't need but a few little cloves out of it, a few little of the portions when you bust them up. Alright, you want to start off by taking your jars and boiling them, sanitizing them, getting them real clean, and then pour some water that's boiling hot onto your jar lids and rings to get them good and sanitary. And then you want to get your sugar and salt ready. We use little measuring cups to hold some to make it easier. Slice up your vegetables. And remember, you can use cauliflower, you know, pepperoncinis. You've seen the stuff in the grocery store, all the different jars of mixed vegetables that are pickled that you'd like to make at home. You can use this same exact recipe to make pretty much any of them. If at the grocery store pickled, then use this recipe. And what you want to do is put, for a quart-sized jar, put 2 tablespoons of salt and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now, if you're looking for sweet pickles like bread and butter, put a little extra sugar, an extra tablespoon, teaspoon, 2 tablespoons, however sweet you want them. And then pour in vinegar, white vinegar, pour it halfway to the jar after you've already got all your vegetables into the jar, and pack them in there as tight as you can get it. Now, pour the vinegar in, it's going to wash out the salt and sugar to the bottom, and then fill the rest of the jar up to the top of water. And you want to put your lid on, and then put your ring around it and put it finger tight. There I'm pointing out, the halfway point for the vinegar, then finish it with water. And again, this works with all the different vegetables. I have bell peppers, dragon cayennes, jalapenos, and Carolina Reapers in this. It's a special jar just for me. We didn't put extra sugar or that would be sweet and spicy. These are just spicy as heck. And this other jar has not got any hot stuff in it, but it is, look at all the different stuff. It's going to have green tomatoes, green beans, green tomatoes, okra, green beans, and a little itty bitty tiny baby yellow squash is going to be in the jar. And for this one, we're using 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar. Halfway up with the vinegar, with the vegetables already in it, and the rest of the way with water, lid it and ring it. And you want to put it in a pot of water that's cool, room temperature. You don't want to start off with already hot water. And I turn the jars over 2 or 3 times to get the sugar and salt mixed into the thing. And you can use all kind of different methods, like for seasoning it, dill, you can put pepper flakes in it. There's a lot of different it's just up to you, however you whatever you think sounds good. Now, the important part is that the insides come to a boil. You want the inside of this jar to boil. Now, I'm not using my rack that comes with my canner to show you how you can do this with a regular pot. I'm just using my canner as if it's a regular pot. I actually have a rack that holds these jars up over the water, and you dunk them down in it, and it lifts it back out. But I've left that out so I can show y'all this. Now, the jar to the right, the little jar, it's going to be all the way under the water. Now, that's the normal way that you would do for canning. You want your jar completely underwater, and then bring it to a boil. This is the way you would do it if you don't have a pot big enough to do something like that, where the jar will be all the way under the water. Fill it up to that lip on the top of the jar that's at the bottom of the lid ring. Fill it up at least to there to where the jar itself is underwater. Maybe not the lid, but the jar. When you get done, the juice inside the jars will be boiling. It'll be pushing out all the extra air, and the boiling, temperature will sanitize it also, as well as the salt being in it, and the vinegar. All these things help sanitize it and help preserve it. And there you see we come out with some nice clear pickles. I'm trying to show you that it's boiling inside the jar, but it's not really showing up on camera. That's the important part, because when it cools down, it's going to vacuum snap the lid back down to the jar tight. You see, it's not pushing up and down. You actually hear it make a popping sound. That's what you want to hear. And then you're good to go. And remember, you can mix cauliflower, pepperoncinis, green beans, bell peppers, we pickle squash, okra, green tomatoes. A lot of people in the South like green tomatoes. But go get you some cucumbers today and give this a try. Just remember the recipe and start with